driving around beautiful Scotland, and came across this, the Melrose Abbey. This one in particular was built around 1400 or something like that. The original one was built in the 12th century, and then the English destroyed it or burned it down, so there's some remnants of it. But this is incredible looking. It's really much smaller version of what used to be here, and unfortunately it's taken my whole life to get to Scotland, and this is the time when it's all fenced off and there's scaffolding around. They're doing some work to help preserve it and make sure it's safe for people to go in. So normally you can walk in here and see what it's like. Of course you can't now, but even from the outside though, it's really incredible. Look at all the faces, gargoyles. Look at this. Look at that one. That gargoyle up there. Looks like a skeleton dog thing. So if you look closely in the middle of your screen there, that is a bagpipe playing pig. Yep, that's what that is. It was really one of the richest and most powerful abbeys in Scotland. And the original one was built 12th century, something like that, and it was destroyed by the English in 1325. This is part of what was left of that, the original. And then this beautiful structure was built around 1400. Look at this thing. So once you get up close to it, you can really see some of the amazing detail that still exists. Probably at some point you're able to go inside here, but which I'm guessing because that plaque is right by the door, so they no longer want people in here. So unfortunately I'm a little late. Look at that gargoyle, or whatever you want to call that up there. Beautiful windows. The south cloister wall, early 15th century. This was built. This plaque tells you what's happening here. We regret that access to the site is restricted. Our staff are working to investigate the condition of high-level stonework and actively manage any risk of falling material. That's unfortunate. Yeah, excavations under the floor of Chapter House recovered a lead casket containing a heart. Although Robert the Bruce's heart was buried at Melrose, it is more likely that a man of his status would be buried at the high altar. Heart burials were not unusual in the medieval period, and this may have been the heart of one of the abbots or rich patrons of the abbey. Interesting. So yeah, you could see all where this was all excavated, all right in this area. And that's wild. When they excavated, they found parts of the original floor. That's incredible. Yeah, that's cool. So this is some other bits of the flooring, and somebody may have made a star on it. I don't know. That's only the pigeons are allowed in there now. Wrong channel for that. Oh, look at the statues. See the statue in there through the window. Oh, yeah. Like, that's great. How long do you think that statue's been up there? You know, it's just so wild. Some graves on this side. Most of the graves are on the other side. Walter John Montague, 8th Duke. I don't know, it's hard to read these. Oh nice, this one says, "This is where I am. You are here looking up." So this looked extremely different than it does now. It's not even a third of how big it was. So you can see number 10 that came off of the main building was the latrine, the Abbey toilets flushed by the Great Drain. And now I'll show you where the building was. That building, or that section, housed the toilets. Kind of neat, indoor plumbing. Flushed by the Great Drain, which is exposed on the other side of the road. Look at that. Some nice grass down there, nice and green. It's from all that fertilizer. Look at these inscriptions on the walls. I guess people are buried in there, or buried in the floor. Yeah, this gives you a better idea of what they're doing, why they're doing it. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty old, so I guess you can't fault it for needing some repairs once in a while. So you can kind of see they're all faces where the parts of the ceiling come together. Those were faces up in there. Pretty amazing design. So just across the way from the Abbey, through this gate, is this building, which is a museum. So I'm going to go inside real quick and show you some of the small artifacts and things like that. Things that were found when they excavated in here the Great Drain, which supplied water and flushed the main buildings of the complex. So evidently, some of the statues that we were seeing in the Abbey were actually reproductions. The real ones, the ones that were left, were taken down to help prevent more weathering. I mean, you can see some of these, the faces are completely gone, but these are the original statues. That's really amazing. Oh, he's got a mean looking face. Huh. Yeah, so the one with the child, virgin and child, St. Paul, St. Andrew, and St. Peter. Fragments. Cooking pots. Lids. Here's some more of the original stuff here. A lot of skull and bones. All along here, skull and bones.